Hello everybody, welcome to another Rick's Picks. Today I'm going to be doing my review of Boom, the Maximum Series version of Deadpool. Now we already did the Maximum Series of Spider-Man. I kind of liked it, I kind of didn't. I wasn't too, hip on the price. I feel like that one could have been a little bit cheaper. But for what you get, it wasn't super bad. So now I'm going to take a look at the Deadpool one and see if this one was actually worth the money as well. So, without any further ado, roll that intro. So here he is in packaging. The packaging is pretty standard. Nothing really spectacular about it. So you got Marvel Legends up here. Your age restriction. Maximum Series Deadpool. Hasbro. Got an open window where you can see him. All his accessories. The dupe. Come around this way. Alright. You got a picture of Deadpool. Marvel Legends. Come around here. You get a picture of him. The dupe. Marvel Legends, Maximum Series, Deadpool, a little bit of legal. Come around here, get another cool picture of the figure with the open mask. Maximum Series, Marvel Legends. All right, come up here, Marvel Legends, Maximum Series, Deadpool, and underneath you got your legal and SKU. So, with all that being said, let's open them up and see what he's about. Alright, so here he is out of packaging. Now the first thing we're going to do is look at all his joints. So the head does move. Alright, there's a joint at the neck as well. You get a shoulder joint with a swivel, an elbow joint, and a wrist joint. Alright, get that up. You have like a swivel here underneath the ribs. And you do have a joint underneath it as well. Alright, you got a thigh joint with a swivel. Alright. You got a knee joint. Ooh, that is tight, but it is there. Alright, you should have a swivel at the top of the boot, which you do. And an ankle joint. So, and I notice he also has a toe joint. So he gets a little bit more articulation than your standard Legends, Marvel Legends figure. So I will give him that. So now we're going to start looking at his details. The first thing we're going to look at, like always, is the head sculpt. Now, you got your standard Deadpool head sculpt. Looks a lot, similar to both the comics and the movie style. You got the little thing sticking off the back of the hood. The stitching that goes from the eyes to the back of the head. And even the pronounced nose on this one. I do like the head sculpt. I do think it looks pretty good. Alright. And then now you come down into the body. You have, for the most part, your standard Deadpool style body. So you have the straps here for the katana sheaths in the back. You got your brown belt with the Deadpool logo. Your little silver clips on the chest. Alright, we come around to this side here. I want to lift this arm up just a little bit more so you can see what's under it. So you got the holster for both guns on this side. So this one is a reverse carry. Then you got your standard. And you also have a knife holster here as well. Bring down the arm so you can see the detail in the arm. So you got your black and red pattern. And then you got your leather gauntlet on his arm. Come around to the back here. You got the cases for the swords. Some more pouches. And then on this side, isn't a whole lot going on this side. And back around to the front. So he's a pretty decent looking Deadpool figure. I like the overall look to him. So now we're going to start looking at his accessories. So first off, he comes with an alternate head. Alright. So this is him with the mask up. So you can see his mouth. All right, and he comes with hands, and boy, does he come with some hands. All right, so he comes with 2 fists. So you got one here, and then you got another one. All right. He comes with a thumbs up. All right. He comes with like pointing at you like he's going to shoot you. You know, that trigger kind of hand. All right. He comes with 2 holding hands. All right, so you got this one here. And then this one. All right. Next on our list, he has 2 trigger hands for his guns. All right, so you got this one here. And you got this one. Now let's start getting into the weapons and what have you. So he comes with a chimichanga. All right, let's get a kind of better look at it like that. Comes with a stick of dynamite. It even says dynamite on it, so you know it's definitely dynamite. All right, he comes with a knife. All right, now I would have liked to have seen this blade look more silvery. That just looks like kind of like almost like a cheap plastic type silver. You'll see it more in the swords. Matter of fact, yeah, you look at these swords here, they look all right. I think they could have been done a lot better to make them look more like blades and just like, you know, almost like a grayish silver plastic. So I'm not too hyped or excited about how they did the blades on these. All right. And then here's the other one. All right. Next on our list is the pistols. So he has, of course, 2 of them. So here's one. Shiny. All right. And here's the other one. All right. Next on our list is some sort of laser gun. All right. And it does have a hole in the front for blast effects. Now, the thing I don't like about this is it has a kickstand to it, but you can't move it. It's like solid on there. So, kind of disappointed in that. All right. Next up, he has an AK. All right. That one also allows for a blast effect. And then last on the list, he has like, I guess this would be considered an M60. All right. This doesn't move, just stays in that position, which is kind of a bummer. This actually looks like something that you would see on the G.I. Joe classified line. I think I actually have figures that have this actual particular style, but I could be wrong, but it does look like the one from the G.I. Joe classified line. All right. Boom. And he comes with 3 blast effects. So you got 1. All right. 2. Whoops. Eventually. And 3. All right. And then last but not least, he comes with the dupe. Now, me personally, I'm not a big fan of the dupe. You know, he was never one of my favorite X-Men characters, but he is here. So we'll give him a rotation as well. Now, he to me, he always kind of looked like a cross between a pickle and Slimer. But he is the dupe. He does have some points of articulation, so his arms do move. And that's about it with the dupe. All right. So now, back to Deadpool. Let's start looking and seeing how well all this stuff fits with him. So we're going to start with the alternate head. All right, that popped off pretty easily. All right, I think I got that head on. No, not yet. All right. There it goes. All right. So now that head is on. Let's give this head a quick look. Do like the detail to it. It looks very ugly and disgusting underneath the mask, which it should for Deadpool. Even though in the comic books, you know, his deformity varies. Some of them, he's like extremely gross. Other versions, he's like mildly gross. So I do like the design to this. All right, so that works very well with him. So now we're going to go through some of these hands. All right. So we're going to take these two off, and we're going to do the two closed fists. One. And where's the other closed fist? Here it is. Two. All right. So the closed fists do work with him. I don't have any issues with either one of those. All right. Next up, we're going to do the thumbs up and the pointing hand. All right, so we got thumbs up. And now you got your pointing hand. So he could give you a thumbs up while pointing at you. All right. So no issues with either one of those hands. And now we're going to get into the holding hands. Where are they? Here's one. And two. All right. So both holding hands work fine with him. No issues. And now we're going to see how well the stuff works with these hands. So hands do kind of open up. So you got your dynamite. Let's try the chimichanga in this one. All right. Well, there you go. The dynamite works fine. So does the chimichanga. You can sort of get them into a type of he's going to eat it pose with the chimichanga, but the way how the arms are designed, you can't actually get it really up to the mouth. Yeah. Oops. Well, there it goes. So he's just too buff to get it up to the mouth completely. You get it almost there, but not quite. So you can still have him hold it and look cool. It's just you can't make it look like he's actually trying to eat it. So now we're going to go with the dagger or the knife, actually. All right. So the knife fits fine in his hand. No issues there. All right. And that goes right into the boot holster. Right down here. Cha-ching. There you go. No issues with that. All right. Next is the swords. So in this hand, in that hand. All right. So now he got his swords. I still feel like the more and more I look at these swords, I feel like they could have done a lot better with these swords. I'm not really that impressed with them. All right. So let's see how well these swords fit in the holsters. There's one. There's the other. Spin you around. Boop. Put this one back here. Shing. And then this one. Shing. All right, so the two swords fit really nicely back there. No issues with that. And now we're going to get into gun territory. So let's take these hands off. All right, put this one on first. And then that one. All right, we're going to start with the pistols. There you go, 1 and 2. All right, so the pistols do fit nicely in his hands. I am a bit disappointed that they don't have holes for the blast effects, just because of the fact that all the other guns do have the blast effect look to it. And it would have been really nice that the pistols have it, especially because he does use the pistols a lot in both the movies and the comic books. So I'm sure a lot of people would have loved to have displayed him with the pistols firing instead of not firing. I mean, if you really want to, you could probably take a small drill bit, drill the holes out, and then make it. But I do find it disappointing the factor that it didn't give them to him outright. So now let's get these pistols in their holsters. Right, so you got that one here, and then you got your cross carry. All right, lift this arm up out of the way. All right. So they're a little tight to get in there, especially this one here. That was a little bit of a pain, but it does go in there. Same with the other one. So they both fit in their holsters without issues. And now let's start looking at some of these larger guns of his. We're going to take this ray gun looking thing and get that finger in the trigger hole. There we go. And we're going to go with the AK. All right. All right, so that one goes there. Bigger one goes on this side. Get some of our blast effects going with these. There's that one. And there's that one. All right. So this one is a little bit front heavy. So it kind of wants to lean forward a little bit. AK fits fine. No issue. So there you can see it with the blast effects. Same with the AK. So no issues with them. All right. Get that one out of here. All right. This one, you could probably even get him to do a two-handed hold if you really wanted him to. Yeah. So if you wanted him to hold that with two hands, you could. Probably work better for this gun because, like I said, it's a little front heavy, so it wants to lean forward. So if you get him with two hands, it would probably look a lot better. And last but not least is the big assault rifle with the ammo pack. All right, so that fit on there pretty easy like. And get this hand moved around. All right, so if you want them to get them to hold it with two hands, it is plausible. All right, come on, get that hand on. There we go. Ah, shit. This gun is giving me just a little bit of a problem trying to get two hands on it, but it's very doable. It's just a matter of playing with it. There it goes. This hand just doesn't want to cooperate. And there. All right, so there you go. You can have him hold that with two hands, which looks pretty cool. I do like that. Then you get your little blast effect that you can go on the end of this. So boom, everything seems to work pretty well with this figure. I do have some issues with some of the weapons, but for the most part, not that bad. So now let's get into my final thoughts with them. So first off, the joints move very well. I don't have any real issues with the joints. The knees are a little bit on the tight side. I've been noticing that about a lot of action figures lately, is that the knees are very tight. But that's nothing a little bit of heat or hot water can't cure. So I'm not really concerned about that. Um, As for his accessories, all his accessories swap out pretty well with him. I do have some minor issues, like the pistols. I would have really liked to have had holes in them for the blast effects, because, like I said, a lot of people like to display their Deadpool with pistols in hand and firing. So it would have made sense for him to have the blast holes for the pistols as well, opposed to just the machine guns, which it works well with the machine guns. Um, the swords and the knives, I feel like the plastic that they used just didn't look right for a blade. It kind of looks more like cheap plastic than an actual blade. So I was a little bit disappointed that it isn't the worst. I've seen worse. Like while back they had Deadpool with his little scooter and dog and the squirrel pool. And the pipes on that, the plastic they used like on that looked really, really cheap. I didn't like that at all. If you want to learn more about that figure, I did do a review on him, so check him out in my Marvel playlist. But other than some critiques with the weapons, I don't have any real problems with his accessories. And, his overall look is good. I do like the overall look to this figure. I definitely feel like he captures the look from the comics and what have you. So, would I recommend this figure? Yes, I would. I do like this figure. I like him a lot. I think he's pretty good looking. He's not extremely unique. He has your standard Deadpool vibe and look, and he comes with some really cool stuff, and what have you. So he's not a unique figure, but at the end of the day, I still think he is a cool figure and worth having with your collection. So with that being said, I want to give a shout out to a couple of people. First on that list is Byron Bassett and his alter ego, Humongous. He does a lot of things to help out the channel, and he's a big supporter of the channel. Plus, he has his own YouTube channel and show that he does every Sunday. So go ahead and check out his links in the description. Next on our list is Action Figure Geeks. They're a Reddit channel that I'm part of. They also support this channel. Their info is also in the description. And of course, my buddy Joe Goddard just started his own YouTube channel. He's been a big supporter of our channel, so I would like you to check out his stuff in the description as well. And of course, most of all of you, everybody who watches, subscribes, shares, likes, comments, become members. I appreciate every single last one of you. Without you guys, this channel wouldn't have gotten as far as it has. So thank you very much. And I'd like to ask you guys to check out my Marvel playlist and my membership program. Plus, hit that like, share, and subscribe. They're all small clicks for you, but it really helps this channel grow. So until the next one, late.